Hey guys, this is the basics of HTML and Dreamweaver, of knowing how to code your website in just basic HTML. Okay, if you'll notice, I gave you a HTML quick list, and a basic document starts with our document type HTML up here, and then you have your header files, which have not a whole lot of anything except for the title. So far, you're going to highlight the title and change the title's name to My First Web Page. And I want you to see where that changes. If you click over in the design view, you see that it changes up here, the title of the web page. If you'll go to F12, press F12, it asks you to save. You want to save yes. And you'll see that it changes My First Web Page. This is Google Chrome. You'll see that My First Web Page changes the tab, not anything on the document. The document's blank now. So you're going to go back to the code, and you need to see that you have your title, and then the header files end. This is the close of the header files. Anything that you want to be done in the body text has to be done between body and closing body. And then it closes out the HTML document right here. So we're going to go ahead and start typing this. Let's put My First Web Page. My first page. And then we are going to put a horizontal rule, HR. Then click over and see what that does. This is your first page. We put in a horizontal rule. We're going to do a bunch of coding, see what all we can add. The next thing I want you to do is just mess with italics and bold. This, just type something. This is my first web page, and I am so excited. Okay, let's italicize web page. So let's do I. And then close out I. And then click over here and see that web page is now italicized. And I'm going to bold, which would be B, bold. And then you're going to close out. Then you're going to close out bold. See, it's going to make excited, the word excited, turn bold. Okay, it's kind of like a computer program. It just reads down. We're going to do a block quote now. Just any random information is great. You'll notice that it's adding paragraphs. If I return in this window, in the design window, it puts in a paragraph and a closed paragraph. I have another paragraph here. And I'm going to start typing roses are red, violets are blue, kisses are sweet, and so are you. I love you so. I'm just trying to get some text on there. So much that, and I hope you love me back. XOXO. Alright, there's just some random text. We're going to change this into block quote. If you will look at your HTML quick list, we're going to look at block quotes, which are under formatting. You will go to block quote, and then you're going to put your cursor before the roses are red and type block quote. Click over here, and I'm going to delete that paragraph. Make sure it's and then close out my block quote. There we go. So you have to open your block quote and close your block quote. The next thing we're going to learn how to do is we're going to have superscript and subscript. So let's start a new line of text, a new paragraph, just P. Actually, let's just go into our design window. Press enter, and we're going to just type, I guess your just name, and then we're going to go into the code window and type sub 1, and then you need to close sub out and see what it does. It puts a subscript. Now let's do a Jane. I want to do a superscript. I'm in the wrong window. You got to be in Jane superscript, and then it's going to be 2. Close superscript, and then my superscript shows up. So those are just some formatting things. We're going to put an ordinary link in. I'm going to open up my document that is my HTML document so that I can copy and paste. You might want to get that off your email. Okay, I've got it open in my other window. And this is what it looks like, the document that I sent you. I don't have a problem at all with you just copying and pasting. So we are going to, the next thing we're going to do is add an ordinary link. Ordinary links start with A. Just copy and paste that from that document. Paste. And I'm going to just go to Google because I know that website. The text that you want to link is going to go right here, and I'm just going to type capital Google, and then that's it. That's how you add a link, and so when you view it in the window, it will go there. The next thing we're going to do is do an email link. This is fabulous because you will learn. Oh, actually, let's just put in a page break. Make sure you're over in your HTML window. Put a break, BR. BR instead of new paragraph. All right, so we're going to break that line and we're going to put send. We've got to copy the text, link to email. And it is partly, you'll have to copy from, you have to type in open A, and then open, come over to your document, okay, type A, and then paste, href, and we're going to mail to, type in your email address, okay, Bruce at hoover.k12.al.us. And then it's going to say send email, and that's fine. You're going to see, and then it puts your email address on there. The next thing we're going to do is put in an image. I'm going to go ahead and start a new paragraph. So under images, you're going to copy and paste that. Copy and paste. So go in your code and paste that text. You need to go find an image on the internet. So I'm going to go to the internet, Internet Explorer. Let's see what we can find. Cute pics. Images. Let's see what the internet thinks is cute. Oh, puppy dogs. Okay, let's get the, I like this cute little puppy dog. Okay, I'm gonna open the link, and then you just get that link. How did I do that? Let's go to open link. I'm sorry, I just did that. That is not what I want to do. Sorry. Let's try again. QX. Let's get that one. Right click. Save. Copy. See if that'll work. Go back over to your Dreamweaver, and you need to put the URL. Oh my gracious! Control Z. Way too long. Let me go back over to my Internet Explorer. Let's see if this one's better. Dreamweaver. Much better. Alright, there's my picture. And this is going to be, my alternate text is going to be cute picture of a fairy. Cute picture of a fairy. The reason why we have alternate text is so that people that are blind can see that. Alright, so let's go view it in our web browser. It's going to ask us to save. Of course, we want to save. And the URL is not showing right this minute. For some reason, picture isn't showing. I don't like that. Let's see if we can't go back in and pick a different picture. Sometimes you have a little trouble. People put restrictions on their pictures. Let's see if I can't find another good picture. I found one really easy last class period. Let's do smiley faces. Well, I mean, that one's cute. A kitty cat. That should be cute. Open link in new tab. Copy. Here it is. Copy. Go back to Dreamweaver. Alt tab. And paste. Is it supposed to have my URL there? Let's see if that works. F12. Save, yes. Picture's not working. It will work, I promise. You just have to keep messing with it. So let's go ahead and skip that. I'll find a picture that works somewhere else. Next thing we're going to do is put in an unordered list. Let's do unordered would be something that doesn't matter. Let's go into our code. Ending paragraph. We're going to do red, orange, yellow, green. Now, this turns up just like this. You're going to need to put UL, so it knows it's an unordered list, and then LI, very first thing, and then you're going to have to close the list. And it's very rigorous. LI, and then close the list. So you can see how this would be very annoying. I'm going to show you in the next lecture how to do it the easy way. But for now, you need to kind of understand, if you're needing to manipulate the code, how it all kind of works. So there's your unordered list. The next thing we're going to do is let's go ahead and put in a horizontal rule in. go outside the list. I did not close my list out. There. Okay, let's put it in a horizontal rule, HR. It just for these purposes, it helps me kind of see where we are. The next thing we're going to do is change styles. So I'm going to go into my HTML, and we're going to find the styles section. So go over to your styles, and you're going to copy all of this. Now you're changing the HTML style, not the cascading style sheet. This is purely manipulating the style. Okay, let's change H1 color to blue. It does make it a cascading style sheet. And then each paragraph, we're going to change it to green. Now, let's change more than, this will be fun. Heading is red. And then we can do H2, brackets, color, colon, orange, semicolon, close bracket. There we go. So now what I want to do is I want to do some headings. I changed some of this stuff, so I want to do some headings. So I'm going to open up, I'm going to just type heading 1, heading 2, heading, I'm just going to do the 3 and 4. 3 and heading 4. There's more than that. Just that's all I want to do, to be real honest. All right, let's put a break after each heading. BR, close out that break. BR, close out the break. BR, close out that break. And BR, close out that break. There we go. Let's see what that does. There you go. Let's just, there we go. All right, so what are we going to do to heading 1? It changes to red when you view it, but we got to apply the heading. So what we're going to do is we are going to apply H1, and then we got to close out H1. That is not doing what I want. Heading 1. All right, let me go in here into the code. It's not looking great. I was typing in the wrong window. H1, and then go to the end and type end H1. Do that for all your headings so that you have H2, and close out H2. And then we'll apply H3, which we did not manipulate at all. H3. Close it out. And then H4. H4. And make sure we close it out. And then the break. H4. There we go. All right, so heading 1 changed. Heading 1 changed a lot. It's huge. I think that I had already messed with the HTML somewhere. Color is, but let's view it in the browser. Yes, we want to save changes. There's heading 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we changed it to red in our code. If you'll remember, let me move my. We changed the H1 color to red, and we changed the H2 color to orange. And you'll also notice that the paragraphs are in green. This is a block quote, so it is not in green. Block quotes are like when you are reading a book, and there's a quote, a long quote, they'll use block quotes so that it sets it apart from the rest of the text. And the next thing we're going to do is we changed the styles, and now we're going to, let's do a horizontal rule. HR, oops, got to make sure you type the right thing. Horizontal rule, and then we're going to do an ordered list. So now what I want you to do is type OL for ordered list, and you need to start typing a list for, so that LI just put in a 1, and that's what an ordered list is. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it matters what order it is in. Type in your favorite Adobe product list. Let's see. All of your favorite Adobe products. Flash, Illustrator, Dreamweaver. And you don't have to do all of them. I just want you to see that it's going to create, where are we? List, close out ordered list. I had to close out my ordered list or it wouldn't number them. You'll see how to do an ordered list much easier in next lecture. Okay, the last thing we're going to do is create a table. And my ordered list, I got to go over into my code. And we're going to create a table. You need to go get your code to create tables, and we'll discuss this, what it all means as we go through. All right, paste. All right, your table border is going to be 1. Your table row, this is your table row. And it's your table header is here. TH is table header. Table row, we created the first row right here, and that is that code. We created our table row, and we're going to change the table header. And the name of it is going to be class, or whatever you want to do for your table. I could care less. But I'm just going to say grade. There you go. Class and grade. So this is just something easy. We ended that table row right there. We are going to start another row, and the data is going to be, let's see, you've got creative media as your, or IT2, and that's your table data. The first one is the first cell, and of course you have an A in my class. There you go, creative media, and that's how you create a table. If you want to, and this is the end of the table row, if you want to add more tables, you're going to need to TR, open a table row, tab in so that you can do TD for table data, and your table data is going to be maybe English. Close out TD. You will need to have another one or it's going to be very lopsided. And you're going to have a B in there. Close out table data. And you also need to close out your table row. And let's see what that does. It adds another table row. All right, so that's the end of what I taught you. You'll notice down here, we'll talk about HTML and property, cascading style sheets in properties next time. Actually, 2 lectures from now. But just note that this is just totally coding. We'll go back over. We learned how to put in a horizontal rule. We learned how to italicize by I and B for bold for bold text. This is a block quote. This is a subscript and a superscript. You add tags SUB and SUP. We added the href here and put in the URL and added the text Google. For send email, we did the same type link, href, mail to, and then put in our email address, but it displays send email for the text. And then we had an image that did not work, but it will work when you go to F12 most of the time. I just picked bad images. I should have already had that worked out. You will also see that we created an unordered list by UL and an ordered list down here by OL. We create right here, changed the style of our headings 1, 2, 3, and 4. It does not show in design view, but when you go to F12 it will show. We also did an ordered list down here, and we created a table. All right, well that's all. Hope you learned a lot about HTML coding for Dreamweaver and coding for the internet.